Hey, my name is Ben Cathro and this is Pinkbike's Inside the Tape. We are in Fort William for the second round of the World Cup and this is qualifying day. Yesterday we had one of the most biblical practice days imaginable. It rained so hard, we've never seen conditions so wet. Luckily it is drier today, but conditions are still soft and sticky. I have come to one of the most interesting sections of track I've seen in a long time. There are about 5 different lines here and all of them are viable options. Usually like one sticks out, but no, everyone is doing so many different things. Usually I'd look at loads of different bits of track, but honestly I'm just going to look at this because every line has got some interesting features on it. So let me show you the lay of the land, what is going on. Let's just see some raw riding before we break this down. Woohoo! So now that you've gotten the gist of this section, let's get more in depth. The entrance to this section is the now classic cobbled World Cup woods. The track pops out into this fresh bit of trail that has developed several usable lines. The obvious ones are the wide, middle drop, middle rut, and inside. There are many variations to all of these lines, but let's just keep it simple with these 4. The wide line has a drop into a 90-degree berm. You have very little time to absorb the impact of the drop and then commit to the turn, so only the most committed riders are making it work. This line is the longest distance, so you have to carry your speed to make it worthwhile. Brake hard in that turn and you're going to lose seconds. The middle drop line is more direct with no major wiggles to negotiate. The only feature to tackle is a small rock step into a massive compression. Some riders pump the bike down into it and take the hit. Others squash the step and then preload the bike to try and lift the front wheel beyond the compression. This requires a fair bit of effort and timing to get nice. The middle rut line looks absolutely lovely from the side, but actually there's a really awkward wiggle which plays with your balance. Not to mention there's also a massive stone that tries its best to grab your pedal. The good thing about this line is the rut is solid and it shouldn't change too much between runs. Riders with finesse and precise balance can make this work well. The final obvious line is the inside. There are a few small steps to negotiate on the way in, but the main challenge is the exit. You either have to hit the super off-camber step by the pole, which requires you to back off or risk washing out, or you have to slice a sharp turn just below the step. Very hard to commit to and carry speed. It's clearly the shortest line though. After these lines there's a low catch rut that is so whooped out and full of braking bumps that riders just lose all their speed. Most riders default to the inside here. Finally there is an inside and outside rut in the next left-hander. Both have similar support but the inside is shorter and should theoretically be faster. Let's see how riders are dealing with it, then we'll get to ghosting and seeing which line is the best. Tio, we are at probably one of the most multi-line choice bits we've seen in a long time. What are you up to?
I think I just stick to the line I was taking yesterday, and to me it's pretty safe. I mean, it's a rut all the way along, just try to get off the final rut in the corner, try to hit the inside, and it's pretty smooth and I like it. Yeah, it looks like more big step and like a quite tight corner, so yeah. I'm not too sure about that. But.
So you would go for just consistent rather than trying to do anything special?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Brayton, it's free practice right now. We got some absolute superstars making. Oh yes. My god! Absolute superstars making their way down track.
That was unreal.
What are you doing up here? What are you up to?
Just having a look. Crack the e-bike out and yeah, I thought I'd come for a look. You know, obviously it's a bit drier today, and
yeah,
like you said, the T-boat, there's a lot going on here, a lot of changes. So yeah, just coming to have a way up and just see what the B guys are doing and try and learn something.
And yeah, it is looking quite different. You're going to change anything or stick to what you were doing?
Yeah, I think stick to what I know. I'm quite confident on this outside line, and then I was actually outside on the next left.
Oh, fully outside.
Yeah, I mean, getting my money's worth, you know. So no, I've been talking to some people and everyone's adamant inside's better, so we'll give that a go. And yeah, other than that, I'm happy. So
gapping into first turn?
Always.
Always. Gas to flipping corner.
That'll do.
Cool.
What gap you on about?
You were on about gapping in.
Fucking hell. I thought you meant to hit for someone at the start.
No, a couple of boys did it. It looks good,
Yeah, fair play.
So Kamara, you're up scoping out a couple lines, but I think I need to talk to you about Tani. What was the report? What's she done?
For now, based off the extra grade 2 separation of the AC joint,
Yep.
A lot of pain. The head of the humerus just up here took a huge impact on the granite, and as you know, granite ain't soft.
Straight, yeah.
You make countertops out of that for a reason.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
So she almost like a bullet strike. So the bone is kind of like has these little marks that radiate out from a center point, like
so
if you threw a stone at a window and it didn't
Yeah.
shatter. But so the bone you can see in the X-rays is taking a big impact. So that's probably where all the pain's coming from. MRI tomorrow, and check up with the consultant ASAP after that. So we'll have a plan of action in place by Monday night, basically.
And you were just mentioning a second ago that, what was it, 2 years, 7 wins, no major injuries.
Yeah.
And when did you say that?
Wednesday night we were discussing the current streak of form. Just a bit of bad luck, a bit of whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Were you and Finn trying to do the same thing here?
No, Finn has his line dialed from yesterday, and I don't. So I'm counting on this morning to find it.
Yeah.
But it evolved quite a bit, and if you avoid the rats, it's not taking you any good things, you know.
Yeah.
So I tried that, and it's not working. So full gas in the rat, I think.
Does Luca listen to you?
He pretends to listen, yeah. I don't know if he's really listening.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna try this inside and then I'm gonna look across the inside. Like do the full file.
Trying to figure out smooth lines today, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of in the like take it easy. I like see the line that I want to do, but I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I like eating shakers. Right, let's start the comparisons. First of all, I want to put Greg Williamson and Greg Minnaar on the same line. Check this, Williamson comes into the turn faster and brakes mid-turn. Minnaar gets off the brakes earlier and pulls ahead, taking 0.21 out of Williamson. Fast in does not mean fast out. Now, let's compare the different lines. We're going to start at the extremes and work our way in. Outside outside versus inside inside. Minnaar motors into the outside while Atwill sneaks down the inside. Phil is slightly ahead at this point, but Minnaar slingshots past him at max 73 towards the outside line. Atwill then shortcuts inside again, pulls back the time to take it by 0.9. Let's have outside inside versus middle rut to inside. Waterproof Devinci matey sends it into the outside while Pierron picks his way down the rut. Rain Jacket immediately catches up and trucks past into the inside line. He holds the speed for a convincing 0.28 win. Now we have a middle drop to inside and a middle variation to outside. Finn comes in at a lightning pace, pulling a massive gap on G immediately. Finn catches the bank, then scoops to the outside while G hangs a leg and dives inside. G's patient entry to inside won him this race by 0.31. Okay, last one. The two fastest men I filmed through this section, and I do not have an idea who they are. Devinci Jacket is back facing up against White Sleeve Gillet Bro. White Sleeve does a middle drop variation and easily pulls a bike length on Devinci Dude. They meet up and both swing into the inside of the next turn. Can Gillet Bro hold it to the line? Yes, he takes this section by 0.15. Middle drop variation to inside takes the fastest line of this section. Will anyone do it on race day? Thank you for watching Pinkbike's Inside the Tape. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of that section of the trail. Make sure you watch the live feed tomorrow on Sunday, see how the racers get on and see which line the winner takes. The next round is next weekend in Leogang, so stay tuned for that. I will be there with Pinkbike, back inside the tape. We'll see you then.